Hey, it's Nay, and welcome back to Nay's Little Garden and Home. So this is just a quick little short video. My Baker's Creek order came in. So I already discussed about specifically what I ordered, I think, in another video, but I just wanted to show it to you and go over it again. So let's hop, skip, jump right into it. I finished my package of the Lessia seeds. I believe I actually threw it out yesterday because I knew this was coming. But so I just ordered this again. This is just the regular Lessia. I have the orange Lessia packet still, so I didn't order that again. But I love the pepper in itself. It's not a huge pepper, but it's like maybe like this big, maybe this big. So the first flush, maybe the first two flushes, definitely the first flush is a bigger size than like the last flush or the second and last flush. But regardless, the size isn't what impressed me. What impressed me is the flavor. It is sweet. It is one of those peppers where no matter what, you'd be like, oh, I'm getting, here's a sweet pepper. It tastes like a pepper with some like, it still tastes like it's a pepper and there is sweetness to it, but it's like a bell pepper sweetness versus the Lessia pepper has like a sweetness that, yeah, it's still a bell pepper, but there's another level to the sweetness of it. I don't know how else to explain it, but I had to make sure I had this. So this is now packed for 2026. So this will next year, depending on how well my Lessia peppers sprout now, because I've just unplugged the heat mat, period. So any peppers or tomatoes and stuff that I start for, like as of last week till now, will not be and have not been using a heat mat, so they're taking longer to sprout up, which I think is okay. It's good because we don't want, these are just my sweet peppers. These are not like the super spicy peppers that took 3 weeks to sprout with the heat mat. These will pop up within a week or two without the heat mat. With the heat mat, they would pop up within 3 to 5 days. If 4 weeks before my last frost, I find some of my plants don't make it, like they sprouted up and they grow, but something goes wrong because I am having a bit of a, little pest problem, those little gnat things. And I need to start and get some peppers to sprout rapidly. I will then go ahead and turn on one of my heat mats and put some of those pepper seeds on there and cover them, and they will sprout quickly as a sweet pepper. But for now, I have no intention of opening this year, but I may open it only if I need more Lessia peppers, because this is one of the peppers where I need 5 to 6 of these in order to satiate what I need to go into my garden. These other two I've never grown before. I'm going to try not to start any of these. I'm just going to let you know, going to fail. Why? One is a tomato and one is a pepper. And I've heard good things about both, which is why I went ahead and picked them up. Let's do the pepper first. This is the lipstick pepper. This is something I would start quite quickly. This is saying to start 8 to 12 weeks before your last frost. In a few days, it's going to be 9 weeks before my last frost. So I'm crouching on the last part of the latest I could start this, and that this is saying. I might start this. There's 15 seeds in here, and I feel like if I start 4 seeds and expect 2 or 3 to pop up, I feel like I definitely could find space for this. So the lipstick pepper is 70 days, which is a very, that feels like a really fast pepper. I feel like, yeah, this doesn't have the days. I feel like an average pepper takes like 80 to 95 days. And this is saying 70 days. 70 days, 4-inch long tapered pimento type fruit. Super sweet early and ripens well in the north. Thick red flesh. I live in the north. I feel like this is good and it's gonna do a lot of good. So I want to grow it and see what happens. I really could wait. Am I going to is the question, and I feel like the answer is going to be no. But we're going to see how much I can hold off on this. But I just like, first of all, I love the shape of this, obviously, because it looks more like a Alessia pepper than when then it's saying it's super sweet. I just feel like, and I saw people saying good things about this, that people who have grown this. The last one is this one here. So I do have a couple. Wow, I just lost it. It's another small tomato. It is called the yellow. Guys, you guys know what I'm talking about. Sun sugar. This sun sugar, I think, something like that. And then there's another one, and they always compare the two. No, hold on, I have to go find it. It is the sun sugar tomato, and then the sun gold tomato. These are the two. I love these. I think they're delicious. Actually, let me open this. I might start this today. I don't think I have much of either left. Oh, okay. I was about to annoy myself. I have 3 in here. I feel like I've had this for a hot minute. This is very old. This is 2023. I'm acting like it's 10 years old, but that's old. I'm going to try to start these. The reason why I haven't started these is because it says 57 days. And I want to make sure I can put this outside for sure and have it grow. And then the sun sugar is also, well, this one says 65 days, but, and there's about 3 in this one as well. I did go ahead and order another packet of the Sun Gold, because what's probably gonna happen is I'm gonna start these Sun Golds within probably this week, and then if something happens, I just want to make sure I have it. So in order to make sure I have it, I wanted to have more to be able to start them 2 weeks later. So if something gets overgrown or whatever, I have extras. I just have to make sure. Anyway, I said all that to say about the Isis candy, because people compare it to the Sun Gold and the Sun Sugar. This is 67 days. So this is actually longer than both of those. A favorite of the kids, round 1-inch fruit in varying shades of blush patterns of reds to yellow. Outstandingly sweet. Now, if I'm going to be honest, these look beautiful, and it's very interesting that the inside gel is green. I like the thought of that. I'm going to probably start these because there's 25 in here, so I'm going to probably start this week as well, and that will be just fine. I'm very excited for my cherry tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes are something I do love to chop up and put in like everything, including like just to eat raw and eat out of the garden, eat with some cheese, eat in all of my dishes. I just love cherry tomatoes, and I feel like, I know for a fact that they just grow faster, right, than other things, and they keep growing and they keep putting out. Black strawberry was definitely one of my favorite tomatoes from last year, and it just grew and grew and grew and grew and just dangled beautiful black strawberry tomatoes. Something pertaining to black strawberry, which I think is just true for most tomatoes, is you really want to let that ripen up, because the flavor does dramatically change. Like, there are like the bigger ones which you can just pull off as it's blushing and it's gonna taste the same, whereas I feel like when it comes to the cherry tomatoes, you really want the fruits to concentrate, because that's how you really get a lot of the sweetness. But anyway, the Isis candy, I'm very excited about this one. They look so delicious and beautiful. They look very, very beautiful, and I think that they will just grow up and around and all over the place. I might even go ahead and let this grow up, because the grapes are not going to produce this year. I'm going to buy the grapes this year, but they're not going to produce for like 2 or 3 years. So I might have another, you know, grow bag right next to the bag that the grapes are going to grow in, and let it grow up the little spot I have for the grapes this year, so that I have a little more space to grow stuff. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about today. Did I need to buy, well, the Lessia I needed to restock on, but did I need the Isis and the lipstick? No. I'm being very much so extra, but I'm still figuring out what I really like for sure, and what's gonna grow really well in my area. Also, from what I can tell, the lipstick is a heirloom, so I could save the seeds from this. And I'm really, for real this year, for real, gonna save seeds from the heirlooms and the open pollinated plants that I can save from, because it does get pricey, right? You spend $30 here, $30 here, $40 here, $50 here, $30 here. You go back and look, and it's like you done spent $300, you know? So anyway, please don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.